Hello everybody, welcome back for the next lesson. I understand that some people had a hard time watching the video yesterday. Please email me if you're having trouble getting it to come up. I will do my best to make sure to fix any issues we have. We're continuing with our idea of comparison shopping, the idea of comparing one unit rate to another unit rate. We worked very hard in class on how to find the unit rate. And so I want to make sure that's something you feel comfortable with, and then taking that unit and being able to compare it to something else. So here's the math message for today. Use a calculator, and I hope you have a calculator at home. If you don't, there probably is one on the computer. There's probably one wherever. Right here, I have my calculator. So what I want you to do is problems like this. It's $9.52 divided by 7 will give you 1 and 36 hundredths. So I'm going to do 1 and 36 hundredths. How many cents is that? That's 136, because we always go 2 spots past the decimal point for money right here. Well, same's true for all of these. So you go to the second spot. You write it all out, but then you round to the nearest hundredth or the nearest cent, because there's 100 cents in a dollar. So I'm going to have you solve these if you could. Do some of them on your review for tonight so I can see that you did it. So let's see how you did. This one. Okay. Now this is 23 cents. Very easy. Only goes 2 spots. This is 136 cents, or $1.36. A dollar, 100 cents in a dollar, plus 36, 136. This one, there's 11 cents, or 11 and a half cents. If you wrote 12 here and you rounded it up, I'd be happy about this. This would round up. I would love you to put 16 cents here, because you realize the 6 is going to round down. Because once again, we are looking at those 2 spots, and you round to the nearest cent. So moving forward. Okay. Plums are 10 for $1.20. How much for 1 plum? This is a good example of our unit problem. Hopefully you make up a rate table and you're able to figure out. If you got 10 for $1.20, one of them would be for 12 cents. $1.20 divided by 10 would give you 12 cents. Once you have that, 12 times 5 would give you 60. 12 times 8 would give you 96. How much plums for $2.40? So you do 240 divided by 12. How many times can 12 cents go into $2.40? 20 plums can do that. Try this one on your own. Pause it. See how you do. There are your answers. This is all a review from today's lesson. If you're having trouble with this, you need to come ask for help from me. I'll be more than happy to help. Okay? If a bamboo can grow 1.5 feet per day, how much can you grow in 12 hours? Well, 12 hours is half a day. So what's half of 1.5 feet? It'd be 3/4 of a foot. What about 3 days? 4.5 feet. What about a week? 1.5 times 7? Be 10.5. 7.5 feet. Well, do 1.5. Keep adding it until you reach 7.5, which would be 5 days. Okay, so what we're going to have is we're going to have lots of problems that are involving rates. So, for example, a package of fruit bars costs 6 fruit bars cost $2.89. Well, I know that I'm going to clear this out. $2.89 is the cost of the total. But I'm splitting that up amongst 6 bars, so each bar will cost me 48 cents. You guys see that right there? 48 cents. Okay? 15-ounce bottle of shampoo costs $3. So I'm doing dollars price per ounce. So I'm going to do price. The price is $3.98 per divide by the ounce, which are 15 ounces. And I have 25, but because of that 9, it's going to round up to 26 cents. Okay, now these were unit rate problems. These are what we did today. They should be easy. This is a little bit of the next step. Now we're comparing 2 different rates. We have brand A of crayons and brand B of crayons. And they each have a different price. You can buy 16 of them for 80 cents, or you can buy 32 of them for $1.28. If you do each of these, which I hope you will, and let me show you how I'd love to have this done. I would love to have 2 of these. Let me make it smaller here. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got 2 of these. And I have crayons. Gotta make this a whole lot smaller. But this is how I want you to set up each one of yours, and I'd like you to write this in too. Crowns and dollars. All right. There are 16 crayons. I'm sorry. I want the 16 here. Here. 16 crayons for how much? 80 cents. Okay. But I want to know what's the cost of 1 crayon. Well, I'm going backwards on my rate table. Do you guys see how I made up my rate table? Because this is the box. These 2 boxes are by far the most important. Okay? By far the most important. This one right here, because that gives us the unit price. Same thing over here. We got, just going to make it big, guys. Crowns. Want to know what 1 crown, because I know that 32 of them would cost me $1.28. Okay, and now if I figure that out, make that like that. If I divide that out and I do $1.28 divided by 32, I'm going to know this is about 4 cents per crayon. And if I do 80 cents here divided by 16, I know this is 5 cents a crayon. Well, this is a better buy. Why? Because the box of crayons for 32 costs 4 cents each, and this one costs 5 cents each. This is cheaper. Brand B is a better buy. Okay, you see how I make my rate tables? You see how I put all my information in? See how I know I'm doing dollars per crayons? Okay, the cost per crayon. So I am going to just that divided by that. Okay, moving on. Try this one. A 3-pound can of coffee for $1.78 and a 2-pound can of the same brand for $5.98. You can use a coupon towards the purchase of this one. So if you use the coupon, what's a better buy? The $3 or the $2? So here's what I want you to do. The 70 cents, you could take that, take the 70 cent off, and then figure out the unit. Pause it if you want to try this one. There's the answer. Okay. Do some of these for me. These would be ones that I hope you know for unit pricing. Pause and figure those out. Okay. Here's another good example of which one of these is the better buy. Can you figure that out? Is that an easy up for you? Can you make up your own better buy problem? Here's another example. Pause if you want to practice. Pause if you want to practice. Pause if you want to practice. Okay. We're going to be working on these problems all throughout class today. Simply being, if you can do a problem like this and tell me what is the rate we're trying to figure out and what is the unit price of each, and tell me which one of these options, right here or right here, is a better buy, and be able to explain why, you're doing great. If you need more help, please let me know. Thanks.